Have you ever lost yourself in a thought? Dazed off. Your mind, you're dazed off. Oh, what? Oh, I can't believe what day it is. Where inside your mind? Where in the conscience? What is the actual question that'll satisfy the definition of the words I choose to speak, to share my revelation? I dozed off. I was into it. I had the imagination. The imagination, I can see. I had a vision, and I'm vibrating. I see it. You don't see it, but I see it and I hear it. At what level does it become schizophrenic? And schizophrenic is not. Schizophrenic means as ADHD, it's outside the capabilities of doing anything different because you don't see any different. It's red, it's red, it's red, it's red, it's red. The whole world, not one person, sees red. But one person sees red. Everybody sees a different color. Now, if the one person can explain at any one point, how is it red? Well, first of all, are you reading how is it red? When everybody sees it's green, not such a good reader. You know, he's a little green. Doesn't look green to me, but I'm listening to his reading, and I'm an English teacher, and his reading ain't so good. I don't know. Were you eating? It wasn't so good. Your taste and my taste, we have different tastes. We have different tastes than each other. Tastes good. Das. Taste. Dust. Dust. Is it dust in the air? Is it dust in the air? The expression, I come from another country, I speak a different language. And even if it's a different language, the way the sound comes off your lips or off your tongue and through your mouth, it passes. Oh my God, where is it hiding? All those words I'm speaking, or are they in there, or are they just coming out one word at a time? I'm not speaking. Imagine, through our blood system, process to think and spit out words of memory in the subconscious. What's here? What do I need in my head? What goes out and what comes in? What do I need to do in order to think? What does a computer need to do? What is inside your computer? What is your GB? What is smaller in nano? Or what is, I don't know, all the sizes of bytes and cookies and everything that goes on? Were words used from an altered definition? Sorry, it didn't have to be an altered definition, but you can say altered definition. The bipolarism of a definition. When I take the door, no, I'll do it even easier. Here's a book, and I'm closing it. I closed the book. I did. Closed the page. Actually, I turned the page over onto the other side. Does that mean I'm closing it? I'm not putting any clothes on it. Hanger. Don't hang her. Well, how do you want to dry her up? You want to dry her up and dry her out, put a little salt on her, then we can eat her up? What is she? How come it's a er? Is it a her? The French don't hear the H. So ER, electric resident, the resident. What is that? Resident. What lives inside of us? Is there any air inside of us, or is it just going into our lungs? Oh, my lungs, they're reading. Can't breathe. So I'm concentrating on my breathing, my lungs, and I'm smoking, and I'm burning my lungs. My pink lungs, my pink pigs. Pink pigs, pink lungs. Organisms in exchange with animals. Let's test it on this. Oh my God. You think man was the only one? Do you think man was the only one that ever tested it on this? I want to ask you one question. When creation came to be, was it, well, we'll make the day and the night. We'll separate it. Separate it with what? Nano something particles? Because the sun moved away and we can't push the particles, pushing them so fast they electrify and create light? What do I need light for? I'm like my cat. I walk around, I don't care what it's like. Light, bright, I don't care. Yeah, like to get a impulse from the sun shooting through our bodies, through our mouth, through our eyes. Oh, my eyes are, oh, I have to close my eyes. The air, oh, my ears. Oh, my ears, oh, my vibration. Oh, don't talk so loud. To change the road, to get off, not at the intersection, but at the exit. To exit from one vibration to the next. Someone who is not so abrupt, when they change their pattern, is abrupt. The bipolarism of everything. Do you see this over here? Just this, what it is? I needed to create. So when I created, you have to imagine. So I'm imagining this is distance from here and this is a walkway. And then it goes down and then there's another walkway, but it's going this way, and there's a walkway going this way. And if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, and then the bottom part of the side here, almost like a curling disc. So I start to ask and I start to tell myself and I start to see, oh my God, there's a point. So I flip it all the way up the other way, and all of a sudden it's 5 points. One is further away than the other, so when you create the design, you must make the design according to the basic 45-degree angle, what you can do on these lines. After that, it's in between. It's like a half-life. Everything was split up. Oh my God, I get so excited sometimes. It's crazy, and I want to continue on with the thought, but I'm losing it. My speed, I'm running out of gas, and I don't know if I can't keep up to the incoming. Is that what you were talking about, the incoming? Yeah, that's the way I have to look at it. The incoming. Because I believe, and I have to believe, and I want to believe, because if I stop believing this, then at the end of my life, there's no life forever or ever and ever again, and my mind is gone, and it's all about the mind. The mind is a field of dreams. Dreamer, I'm nothing but a dreamer. Can you put your hands in your head? Oh no! Oh yeah, I could. But which hands are you talking about? Mentalism is the greatest hand, when you can just sit here and be in a thought. But to act the thoughts, to exalt the body, to move, to feel inside of it. And then when it's all over, it's like, not that it's so sad, but we have to take it on another drift. You ever see the drifts, the waves, and how things go? Everything seems to go forward and then fall back on itself. Because as the ocean went in, it's coming out, and another one is coming in, and the wave, it breaks. Anyways, then there is this piece over here just to one side. This is an obligation. This bone over here in the center, hey, you bonehead. Yeah, it's the center. The center of the whole area. Right, you see the square? Here, 2 squares are chopped. Here, there's a whole square over here where the X meets. Where the X meets, it's a whole square. What should we call that value? But it's 1 square, okay? And then in order to create it, I needed to create 2 squares in order to encompass 1 square. So now I have 2 giant squares and I split them side to side. Or how about 88? Why didn't I do it over here? Should I do it at the end of the sword? Do I put it at the beginning of the sword? Is there a sword at the beginning of the sword? Oh my God. It's a handle. And then a round little thing, put your hand underneath so you don't get hit. Don't cover the other side. Should we cover both sides? You can put a D and a D. D's on the handles, 1 on each side. It's not a B, it's a D. You know, there's all kinds of different letters and different shapes. You can leave if you don't want to watch me no more. I'm sometimes like that, you know. Because I want to add on. I don't want this video to ever end. If I'm in the beat, I'm in the beat, and I'm going to stay here till the end. And if there's nobody else that watches more than 2 minutes of my video, well, go huggy on you, because I'm all excited here. I just wish I could show you it clearer on a screen. Mr. Catty, I like the way he does his stuff. Sorry to say this, Mighty Messer, you're much neater than me too. I can read your stuff. Miss Levette, I can read your stuff. Jen, but I don't always understand where you're exactly going, because I gotta sit there and ask a lot of questions. I gotta break down your knowledge. Sometimes I can figure out all the numbers, but I want to take it a little step more. Imagine you put, we have 2 pages together, but until I put the binder, they could be scattered pages, and I go, this page goes here, this page goes here, this page goes here, this page goes here. The explanation of this page goes here, page number 38, the explanation of page number 39. Page 40, the explanation of page number 38. Page 50, the explanation. You get my drift. So over here, we're going to just do the first simple. What creates the beta creation? What creates BC? Well, the star system created BC. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. For those who aren't going to see what I'm going to continue on to say, and I'm going to do it in another video, no, I'm going to finish it right here and then do it again at the beginning of another video. We get 6 and 5. Oh my God, now I have 1 and 2. I recreated 2 because it's a multiplication. I got all 4 corners, have the same 2. Have the same 1 because it's the 1 in the center of 2. 1 plus 2, it's because you're adding the center of the 2 on the outside, and that makes 3. When you have 3 and 2, 3 times 2, 3 plus 2. Why? Where do we put these 2's? What happens to the 3's? Where do all my dots go in these squares? 1 corner here, 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 here. Now we got them all. Now we can start with the alphabet. A, B, C, E, F. I got no D. I have more in D when I get to over here. When I bring D back to A in creation through 1 and 1. Through 1 and 1, through the X world and the addition world. We now have 5 times 6, 30, 5 plus 6, 11. Total is 41 minus it's 19. 19 is the spirit in the sun. Created from AM 1 and 3. Created from 1 and 3, so we see it's in the addition world. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 will equal to 3 and 4, but I don't want to get there because 5 and 6 created 4 and 1. The 4 corners to the 1 center. Here's my 3 and 2, 5. How did we bring 1 times 5? 1 plus 5 will equal 5 and 6. So why are we using 5? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 and 2 equals to 5. There we go. Fibonacci to start everything off, right? Which brings in the DNA. That is your 2 and 9 and 6 and 9. How come? Well, I need to bring this to certain worlds. 0 and 3, 30, creation. Why? Because if I want to say number 4, how much do I need to add to get 4? Nothing. How much do I need to get 4? 3. Now, if 9 and 4 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, I got 9. And 3, I got 39, 93. Birth, creation, Saturn, skies, and star system. Through the sun. 19 is the spirit. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5 is 29. But you minus it, I now have 11, the same 11 that came from 6 plus 5. 11, which was created by 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, or 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. Because 2 and 3 is now in the world of 1. Inside through 5. 4 and 5, now the D world has come back. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5. And where is this created from? Where does this come from? 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. 4 and 5. Recreating, now instead of 19, it's 29. The spirit in the birth, and the birth in the house. I know. The Hebrew said, Beit, the number 2, is the house. I'm not sure what I should take the 0 for yet, but I'm not going to use it. I can use it for Mem. Sameach. Then 1 and 2 will create the 2 and 3 that creates the 6 and 5. Now where do we get 4 and 1 and 7 and 1? Oh my God, 7 times 8, 56. 7 plus 8, 15. 15 minus 56
is my 41. 7 minus 8 is 1. 7 times 8 is 56. 56 minus 1, 55. Your freedom of 55. And where do we get the freedom of 55? Well, we get it from 76. And where do we get 76? Most of the time in most of my equations, when you have a 1 at the end, always add 6. And the reason for that is because of what the cube says. The circle around the cube is always going to be a total of 8 missing, but you can only use 6. That's it. It's the half-life. That's all you can use. So add 6 to 1 for the light. And you have 77, and now you have the Christ energy. And now you have 47, and now you have Jesus Christ, runner through the moon. It wasn't 1776. It was 1771. And it's a trick, because it should have been not 5 for the energy. 5 for the energy and the life is 7, the light, and the energy and the life, the spirit, and the energy, 1 and 5 equaling to 6. 15 is the same numeric value for Mars, which is 1/4 of the clock, which will recreate 1 times 5. 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5. Is anybody following me? To the 4 world, we add on 1 and 2. To the 4 world, we add on 1 and 2. We need to create 1, 4, 7. We get 7, 8, 4, 5. In the sun through the gateway of heaven. G and H. We want to get to the 7 worlds. We have 5 and 4 through the sun. We have 1 and 2, alphabetic creation. The ox in the house. We want to get to number 1. We did the 1, we did the 4, we did the 7. 7 is 1 and 2, 5 and 4. 4 is 1 and 2 and minus 1 and 2, or plus 8 and 7. 8 and 7 was here, now 8 and 7 is over here. And the numbers talk. Raphael, 17 minutes is enough. If you think, if you like the channel, if you like what I do, please share. Let's set this up with others that are doing stuff that are seeking out the meanings to words, whether it's artwork through the ancients, Mayans, or whether it's the Egyptian pharaohs or that time, or whether it's poetry, whatever it is. And please help support the channel. Yes, very much. Thank you for watching this video. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. From the House of Paint.